Hello to all you brilliant aspirants out there. I'm Ayushi, and today we are going to tackle an incredibly important topic in computer awareness, one that's absolutely crucial for your SSC, banking, railway, and all other government exams. Our topic today is all about computer software. So, let's get completely exam-focused and master this, shall we?
So, let's kick things off with a pretty simple question. I want you to think about your computer or your laptop for a second. Physically, it's just a box of metal and plastic, right? It's a physical body, what we call hardware. So what is it that breathes life into this hardware? What actually makes it useful?
And the answer to that is software. You can think of software as the computer's brain and its soul. It's basically a set of instructions that tells the hardware what to do and how to do it. You have to remember, without software, all that expensive hardware is really just a useless box.
Now, for your exams, it's really important to know that we divide software into two main types. On one hand, you've got system software, and its job is to manage the entire computer system. And on the other hand, there's application software, which is designed for people like you and me, the user, to get specific tasks done. Let's dive into both of these in a little more detail.
So, first up, let's talk about system software. The best way to think about this is like the foundation of a house. Just like you can't build a house without a solid foundation, you can't really do anything on a computer without system software. It provides the platform for all other software to run on.
So what's included in this foundation? Well, it has three main components. The most important one is the operating system, or OS. Then come the device drivers, which help the OS communicate with all the different hardware, like your printer or your keyboard. And third, we have utility software, which helps maintain the computer and keep it running smoothly. And here are some common examples that you see every single day. The Windows on your laptop, Apple's Mac OS, or Linux, these are all operating systems, and they are the most critical part of system software. And then tools like your antivirus or disk cleanup programs are examples of utility software. You'll definitely want to remember these names. They pop up in multiple choice questions all the time.
All right, let's move on and look at our second category, application software. Now, these are the tools and programs that we, the users, interact with directly to get a job done. Whether you're writing a document, listening to music, or playing a game, you're using application software.
And within this category, there are two types that you often see in exams. First is general-purpose software, things like MS Word or Google Chrome, which pretty much anyone can use for lots of different tasks. The second is specific-purpose software, like Tally, which is just for accounting, or a railway reservation system. Understanding the difference between these two is key.
Okay, now for a very special and important topic, one that is an absolute favorite for exam setters, language translators. Technically, these are a part of system software, and the difference between a compiler and an interpreter is a question that comes up again and again in exams, so pay close attention here.
So, I really want you to focus on this slide. The most crucial difference between them is this. A compiler translates the entire program into machine code all at once. In contrast, an interpreter translates the program line by line. Just remember that. Compiler, whole program at once, interpreter, line by line. That's your golden key to getting marks on this topic.
All right, so the concept should be clear. Now it's time to put your knowledge to the test. Let's quickly solve a few previous year's questions, or PYQs. Get ready, let's do this.
Here is the first question. Which of the following is not an example of system software? Your options are Microsoft Windows, Linux, Microsoft Word, or Mac OS. Take a few seconds to think about it.
You got it. The correct answer is C, Microsoft Word. And why is that? Well, because Windows, Linux, and Mac OS are all operating systems, which are the very core of system software. But MS Word is an application software that we use for the specific task of creating documents.
Next question. What is the main role of a compiler? We just discussed this. Does it debug errors, translate code, manage memory, or provide runtime execution?
And the correct answer here is B. A compiler's primary job is to take high-level code, the entire program, and translate it all at once into machine code that the computer's processor can actually understand. Simple and clear.
Okay, our last practice question for today. Which software allows users to create and edit documents? Is it system software, application software, device drivers, or firmware?
And the correct answer is B, application software. This is pretty much the definition of application software, right? A program that helps the user complete a specific task, just like creating a document in a word processor. Excellent job.
So let's do a super quick review of the most important points for your exam. First, software has two main types: system, which manages the PC, and application, which is for user tasks. Second, the operating system is the heart of system software. And third, our golden rule, a compiler translates the whole program at once and an interpreter does it line by line.
And as we wrap up, I'm leaving you with a little something to think about. Now that you understand the difference, which type of software do you think is more important for a computer to function? System or application? Give that some thought. If you found this session helpful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.